Welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to be discussing the things you need as a bag maker. So the materials you need as a beginner in a bag making. So that is what I'm going to be discussing today. This is something like to say, please stay tuned to the show. So the materials, the number one, I have it listed. The number one is a sewing machine. So you need a sewing machine. It's very, very essential. If you want to make bags like these or bags like this, see this bag, see how it is neat, or you want to even make common projects like this kind of projects, or you want to make projects like this, see this kind of project, you need a sewing machine. Yes, you need a sewing machine, and I'm going to show you the sewing machine I'm using. I am not using an almighty sewing machine. I am using a single sewing machine. So I'm going to show you the sewing machine so that if in case you want to go to the market to buy, you know what to buy. This is my sewing machine. This is the sewing machine I use. As you can see, it doesn't have a leg. It has this hand thing that you just move around like this. So this is how I use it to sew. So I'm using a single sewing machine. See the way the bottom is. So this is the sewing machine I use. So if you want to go to the market to buy your own sewing machine, you could just buy something like this. If you cannot afford the whole leg, I tell you that I bought the sewing machine when I bought it less than 20,000. I think everything is 20,000 because of this extra handle, because I had to buy this handle separate. So I bought everything 20,000 naira. So you could save up 20,000 and go to the market and get something like this. All I did was I went to the mechanic and an engineer, sorry, that fixed sewing machine, and I told him this is what I want to do with the sewing machine, and he adjusted it for me. And 2 years down the line, I'm still working with it. So the next thing on my list is scissors. I would advise you buy 2 scissors, one for cutting leather and one for cutting fabrics. No, I mean one for cutting fabrics, which is leather, and one for cutting your carry board. So it's very, very essential you get 2 scissors, and you also need your gum. This is the gum that I use. It is known as a shoemaker gum. So immediately you go to the market and you tell them you want a shoemaker gum, they'll give you something like this. They measure it, so you can buy the whole keg if you want, but as a beginner I would advise you buy in small quantities like this so that you'll be able to manage it. Then the next one is a Mako. This is what a Mako looks like. I hope you can see it. It feels like a rubber, a foam, I mean. So this is what it looks like. This is what a Mako looks like. I don't like using Mako on my project because they have too much soft feel. I like using a carry board because I like my project being strong. See this bag, the way it is strong. You see, nothing can break it. Mako are also good depending on the kind of project you want to do though, and the kind of feel you want your project to have. So you could use Mako. The next thing is a carry board. This is what a carry board looks like. There are different companies. This is Asia. There is Botex, there is Kimtex, there is different type of company, but they are all the same thing, and it's not that thick, but it's very, very strong. So I like using it for my project. And if you are using a chipboard, if you are using this chipboard, then you need this is a if you're using a carry board, sorry, you need a chipboard. This is a chipboard. It's called chipboard, but the popular name is cardboard paper. My friend, no allow English confuse you. It's cardboard paper. Just go to where they are selling bookshop, tell them you want to buy cardboard paper. It's cardboard paper. So the reason why I like using this is because if I want to make projects like this, it has to be 2 layers, because my sewing machine cannot sew these corners straight. So I have to use the cardboard paper as this lining, so that I'll just sew it separately. I have some tutorials on the channel. If you don't understand what I mean, I'm going to put the link so that you'll be able to go and watch and see how I combine these two together to make fabulous bags like this. So the next thing you need is leather. Of course, you need leather or material that you want to use. If you want to use an Ankara, if you want to do an Ankara bags like this, so you need leather. If you need Ankara, sorry, if you want to do leather projects like this, you need leather. So it is part of the essentials that you need. The next things are accessories. Accessories can be chains, can be logo, can be hook, can be eyelets, can be D-rings, can be magnetic, this magnetic snap that join your bags together. It can be zipper, they can be chain holder, they can be anything depending on the design that you want. Look at this one. This is called a bag stand. A bag stand. I don't have a bag that has it here. I would have showed you how it looks like. It's a bag stand. You put it at the bottom of your bag so that the bag doesn't have this kind of leg, so that it will not be staining the bottom. So it is the bag that is the stand that is going to be on the floor. So the next thing you need is a pen or pencil to make your markings, do some writings, and to draw your lines. If you can see, I have a lot of pencil mark on this chipboard. That is because if I want to cut it, I need my pencil to markings to get accurate measurement. The next thing you need is a hammer. It is very, very essential. This is your hammer. It is very, very essential because there are some works that you'll be doing that you need to just hit it. You need to hit it because your hand cannot do all the work. So you need to hit it, especially when you are joining the gum to the fabric. So sometimes you just have to give it boom, 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 so that it will stick and play. Now the next thing you need is your tape. This is what a tape rule looks like. This is what our tape, Nigeria here, this is how our tape looks like. It has centimeter at the back, and the one in bold are inches. So you need it. And the total inches here is 60, and the total centimeter is 150. So this is how our tape looks like in Nigeria. I don't know how it looks like in another country, but this is just what a tape looks like. Now the next thing you need is a ruler. You need a straight ruler or a curved ruler. If you want to make projects like this and this, you need a straight ruler. But if you want to make projects like this, that is where you need curved ruler. I don't have a curved ruler. I use freehand, honestly, for most of my curved projects like this, but I can't use a freehand for ruler. I like my lines straight, and I am left-handed. Most times I used to see my lines going in different direction, so that's why I make use of ruler to have a perfect straight line. The next thing is a thread. Yes, you need thread, the one that you are going to use to sew on your sewing machine. I would recommend you buy plenty of black, because most projects you do recommend blacks, but depending on the work you want to do, so you need a different thread for it. So I would advise you use black. You buy black, a lot of black, in case you have black projects. But maybe you want to do blue, green, then you can now buy another different thread. Of course, you need your machine oil, because if you are sewing leather, you need to put oil on the leather so that your machine will be having straight stitches, your thread will not be cutting, and your machine will not be giving you issue. So these are the things I think you need as a beginner in bag making. So I just hope you learned something from this tutorial. Please click the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you get notified when I post new tutorials. And if you learned something from this tutorial, please do well to give me a thumbs up, and drop any questions you have in the comment section. Maybe something I did not say. If you have other things I could also if you have other things that a beginner could use, you could also put it in the description box. Let's continue the communication there, and let's all grow together. Thank you for tuning into the channel once again, and see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.